speaking of comfy and cozy, these slippers. I prefer cold over hot, though. In the cold, you can layer and get comfy and cozy. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm 100% the same way. Interested in any classes? Good morning, Raxel. What class would you like to take? Biology! You'd like to take biology with Mr. Jacques? Sure. It's the first one on the list. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. This music is all very nice and upbeat, but it's kind of annoying. Hello, hello. My name is Jacques, and I'll be your Pokemon biology teacher. In my class, you will learn about the various quirks of our beloved Pokemon together. I hope you all come to love Pokemon even more than the things you learn here. In today's class, I'll teach you a great way to get to know Pokemon in more depth. If you'd like to become better friends with your Pokemon, you can let them come out of their Pokeball and walk around with you. Sounds great, eh? You can use the ZR button to throw a Pokeball and let out the Pokemon inside. Nothing's cuter than watching a Pokemon run around underfoot, if you ask me. Once you let your Pokemon out, try speaking to them. They are sure to respond in some way. It is a great way to get to know them better. However, letting your Pokemon out of your ball isn't such a great idea in some locations. Can anyone tell me where it is that you shouldn't have your Pokemon walk alongside you? Near the water, inside buildings, and the top. Inside buildings! That is right, great job, Raxel. I see you did your homework. The correct answer is that you should not walk out with your Pokemon indoors. Well, how about that? Yes, when you're inside, please keep your Pokemon safely tucked away. Exposing your Pokemon to people around you indoors is considered a bit of a faux pas. Not technically illegal, but a faux pas. Some Pokemon might damage walls, desks, and other things walking around inside of buildings, so it is not allowed regardless of the species. Like, you know, that one snail-type Pokemon that burns at 1,000 degrees at all times. So many buildings have been destroyed because that Pokemon got out while inside. It is truly terrible. There is an entire lost civilization that was said to have been burned down by one particularly rambunctious snail. Therefore, please only let your Pokemon out of their Pokeballs while outdoors. Okay, everyone? I think I see them out and about in classrooms from time to time, but still. Anyway, you may become even closer friends with your Pokemon pals by walking together. Oh, I almost forgot. Keep in mind that you can only walk together with your lead Pokemon. Remember, use the ZR button to throw a ball and let out your Pokemon. You also want to remember to throw a ball at wild Pokemon will start a battle. It looks like that's all the time we have for today. See you next class. My poor voice. Biology. Oh, ranked. Wow. There's going to be a lot of these. You know what? I'm going to need a cup of tea for this. So I'm going to take a second to make a cup of tea. Okay. Let me set the thing to boil real quick. Hold on just a moment. This game is fucking wonky. What the fuck did they think it was gonna be? I mean, like I dig that this game is out. I dig that I have it to play. You know, but at the same time, all I really think to myself is, why in the fuck did they not give this another couple of months to cure a little bit, you know? Like, a lot of what feels like is going on right now is optimization work. That's the stuff you do at the end. That's trimming spaghetti code and, you know, finding better workarounds for the engine and such. You know, why is this a thing? Why is this game so fucking janky? And I'll tell you exactly why this game is so fucking janky. And it's the reason all fucking AAA titles are janky when they come out. And that's because they know we'll buy them anyway. And that sucks, and I hate that. And I hate that Pokemon, a game that up until now has been full quality upon release, you know, this time, the one time I decided to pre-order it, decided to shit the bed. And that's disappointing, because that means, going forward, I'm not going to be able to pre-order Pokemon games. I'm going to have to fucking wait. I'm going to have to wait to make sure it's make sure it's good, you know? Make sure it's functional. Here's the thing, Game Freak is an indie studio that somehow mains the most profitable franchise in the world. No, sorry. When you are the most popular franchise in the world, you're not indie anymore. Pokemon Company needs to use their $100 billion to hire a bigger studio. Or to just buy them, just get more people into Game Freak. That's not hard. There's tons of game producers that'd be more than happy to work on Pokemon. I guarantee you, especially given the shittiness in other companies. I don't know if although I think Game Freak is not exactly an exemplar. Crunch time still exists in just about every studio, which is a fucking pain. But, as I find myself saying more and more these days, there is no such thing as ethical consumption under capitalism. Everything that you buy involves some form of exploitation. With the exception of small, independently produced video games, but even then, what you're playing it on involves some sort of exploitation to create as well. Like, you know, I can say all day long that Stardew Valley was created ethically because it was the production of just concerned apes. And there was no crunch time involved other than that which he imposed upon himself. But I'm still playing it on a game that's using rare earth metals that probably weren't sourced ethically to create the components. You know, it fucking sucks, but I just wish they'd taken the time. Delay a game. It's fine. If the game is not ready, don't fucking release it. I don't know why that is so difficult for AAA companies to get. You have to work on the game till the game is ready for prime time. There should be no such thing as a day one patch. There really shouldn't. And this game absolutely had a day one patch and is still janky as fuck. See, Psyduck gets it. He's upset. Oh, that reminds me. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I've been making an effort lately to not oversteep my tea. So I literally set a 3-minute timer on my phone when I put in a tea bag. Oh, good. Look at those creepy little twins walking through the middle there. That's yeah, you two are way too alike and way too small and frighten me. All right, let's take a math class. You'd like a math with Mr. Time, or Ms. Time. Oh, my throat. It's been so long since I did this that my throat's not used to doing this many voices. I really gotta get back in practice. I gotta find, like, a training regiment to help my voice. Well, hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Time, and I'll be your math teacher. Sorry to put you all on the spot at the start of the class, but let me ask you a quick question. Do you enjoy numbers, arithmetic, and the like? I have no idea what voice I'm doing for this one, but I'm kind of, sort of, Yeah, I know, I've been a math teacher, I understand. Oh my, thank you all for your honest responses. Some of you are like numbers, and some of you may not. I think you'll make a wonderful mix. But no matter your opinion on math, I hope you find yourself enjoying our lessons together. You won't, it's math. You'll either love it or you'll hate it. I'll do my best to find a good way to match up your interests with all types of math lessons. Speaking of which, where are you all cut up on your studies of Pokemon type matchups? For example, grass is strong against water and water is strong against fire, correct? Raxel, you seem to be good with Pokemon, so let me ask you this. Bearing in mind that water is strong against fire, if the move Water Gun hits a fire-type Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? Water hits fire, it is doubled. That's right, I knew I could count on you for this question, Raxel. Using moves of a type of your opponent is weak to is a super effective tactic. It multiplies the damage of those moves by 2. On the other hand, using moves of the type that your opponent is resistant to isn't very effective. It divides the damage and move by 2. I don't mean to encroach on Miss Dandra's battle studies territory, of course, but I thought it best to use a lively topic as an example. That can make math even fun for even those who don't know much about the subject, don't you think? That was not. You're right, Diablo. That was not at all a math question. Oh my! Is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. And looking forward to seeing y'all at the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too. Yeah, that was not a math question at all. Now, if she had said, if you use a fire-type attack with 35 damage against a water-type opponent, how much damage does it actually do? That's a math question. Tea's ready. That class lasted exactly 3 minutes. Oh, also I was taught don't squeeze a tea bag. If you squeeze a tea bag, it lets out all the bitterest tannins, and that'll make the tea exceptionally bitter. I've been drinking tea very wrong for a very long time. My dad taught me to squeeze tea bags. I blame him for a lot of things unrelated to that, but that's yet another thing to add to the list of things my dad taught me growing up that was just plain wrong. Ooh, that's good. History! I'd like to take a history with Miss Ryfort. Yes. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Also, these load times are pretty bad. We should not be staring at this screen for that long. Oh ho, I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Rifle. This will be the one. I will be the one to impart knowledge of the past on your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forged a path to the present we live in. Today we shall learn the most mysterious location in all of Paldea, the Great Crater. As you are all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside the crater is called Area Zero, and research of its geological strata and material composition has shown the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. Not sure how there's anything left to study, really. It's a fairly obvious thing. It was once believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Why is your hair twitching? Ah, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Raxel. As opposed to staring at my chest as you have been doing for the rest of class, answer me this. What exactly was believed to rest in the depths of the Great Crater inside Area Zero? A treasure Pokemon. Gee, I think treasure. That's correct. Do you know the last student I asked this said a fucking Snorlax? Yeah, he's not here anymore. He died during the treasure hunt. Honestly, it's just the week being weeded out. You are surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I'd see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right. Some believe a treasure more valuable than anything else in the world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and the Area Zero are both off limits to all but those who have official business there. Do not dare enter the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero in search of riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were at all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Oh, is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. That was a geology question. That was a geography question, not a history question. Battle studies, sure. Miss Dendra, sure. Alright, this should be... I wonder how many of these there are. I hope there's only 2 of each, because if there's more than that, I'm going to start getting bored. Ah, the hottie in the tracksuit. Okay, we need a voice for her. Oh, I think she's supposed to be Japanese. Because she starts with Osu, which I think is a Japanese term. But I cannot do a feminine Japanese accent, and my male Japanese accent is hideously racist. So, I need a voice for her. Or I could just watch her jiggle up and down for a little while. That's also a thing that we could do. I could give a Pam's voice. No. My throat is already saying that's a bad idea. What other voices do I have for female? I have so few feminine voices. It really is a problem. I can't voice act female characters. Not that I would need to, mind, but still. I guess we could just give her, like, a Valley Girl accent. Oh, so! Say hello to your battle instructor! The one, the only, the hot-blooded Dendra! Osu is a karate thing, by the way. Look it up. My age, 25. My hobby, working out. My type, well. I see at least one of you fits it, and therefore that one of you should stay here after class. Strong and muscular fighting types, of course. I just like to have them wrap me up in their big, strong arms and then feel the weight of their big, strong... Anyway, maybe I should talk about this later. That's all for my introduction. As for my class, this is where you all get to learn the nitty-gritty of Pokemon battling. We'll start with the basics so no trainer gets left in the dust. Even if you're new to this stuff, have no fear. Leave it to me and my muscles, and you'll be pros in no time. Let's set out on our fighting spirits ablaze together! Pokemon of all kinds have attack moves at their disposal. Each move has certain qualities that you'll want to remember. I'm talking about power, type, and category of move. Higher power means more damage, especially if your opponent is weak to the move's type. Heads up, new kid, question coming your way. There are two categories of an attack move that can fall under. Know what they are? Light and moves of dark, physical and special, moves of love and moves of hate. Physical and special. Awesome, you're just as sharp as I expected, new kid. Looks like you have a handle on the basics. Anyway, attack moves are split into two categories, physical and special. Physical moves do more damage the higher your Pokemon's attack stat is. And special moves do more damage the higher your Pokemon's special attack stat is. On the other side of things, Pokemon getting hit by these moves take less damage by having a higher defense or special defense stat, respectively. In conclusion, Pokemon that are good with physical moves should raise their attack stat, and Pokemon that are good with special moves should raise their special attack stat. Trying to raise both of these stats equally will just make it hard for your Pokemon to shine in battle. Make your strong points stronger, I always say. That goes for both people and Pokemon. Aw, man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time. We'll generally meet for class here in the schoolyard, even for book learning. Nothing like a little fresh air to make studying more fun, am I right? But class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Good thing she said her type out loud. It will make the hentai artist's jobs easier. Oh, I guarantee there's art of her and Machoke already. Oh. Why is there a Gengar here? Don't look at me like that and lick your lips, Gengar, you fucking creep. What was her name? Dendra? This is obviously not going on the screen, but... Dendra Rule 34. Oh wow, there are none of her yet. Oh wait, no, that's her. I think that's her. Some generic stuff, but nothing, not as much as you would think. Oh, time advance. Look at that. Home ec. Like home ec with Mr. Saguaro. Saguaro. Oh, I see. The Psyduck went away because it's nighttime. Oh, wow. I see we have some energetic young ones in our class this time around. Actually, no, that's gonna be hard on my voice, and I something about him makes me want to not do it. You can call me Mr. Sagara. Your time here with me will be spent obtaining knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life. Many of you have left care of your parents to live here in your own academy dormitory. I pray the knowledge I impart to you will improve the quality of your lives and the necessities thereof: food, clothing, and shelter. Of those three categories, I assume the most pressing and interesting for you all is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. You'll also gain something called meal powers, which will provide all manner of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch or increase the experience points that your Pokemon receive. I think you will also find that the breadth of these effects can be expanded by crafted sandwiches of superb flavor. What's more, there's a certain something that is particularly important if you wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Let me see, Master Raxel, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? Choice of filling a condiment, how fast I can prepare food. I have to remember to put my heart into it. I feel like the correct answer is choice of filling in condiments, but I almost want to pick this one. Perfectly correct, Master Raxel. Perhaps you were already aware of the fact from having helped your family with cooking at home. Your choice of ingredients, including both filling and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches will help you gain egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, can gain you item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects while crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you can also receive meal powers from eating at restaurants. I must say I would feel the utmost joy if you all learned much here in the class and came to better understanding of home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. The game just released. Give it a few weeks, and everything even resembling a female will be alluded to hell and back. Yep. And the men too. I have found that Rule 34 is equal opportunity. Alright, Biology 2. Stop licking your fucking lips, Gengar. It's creepy. I can't help but wonder if there's, like, homework I'm supposed to be reading or something. Then again, maybe those were just introductions, and now they'll actually teach me something useful. Hello, I hope everyone is ready to learn something new today. Did you try using your ZR to let your Pokemon out as I taught you in our last class? Walking around with your Pokemon lets you see how unique and cute they all are. I also highly recommend picnics for you when you want to spend some quality time with your Pokemon in your party. You can get them all around the table to make sandwiches and play. It's really a lot of fun. If you want to learn more about making food, Mr. Sagaro's class is the best place to go. Now, I know I am French, and therefore should be teaching you how to cook, as I am French and it is an innate ability of my entire region. But I have chosen biology instead. Now, sometimes, when you are enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very, very important in the basket next to your table. It is a piece of Pokemon shit. Make sure to bury it so that it grows into a lovely berry tree. This very important something is what Pokemon are born from. Let's all say it together. Boxes, Pokeballs. Oh wow, so picnics are what generate eggs. Neat. Oh, you all got that right. That means all of you have already had the talk from your parents, and I do not need to explain it. The very important something I am talking about is a Pokemon egg. It is not clear where these eggs come from, but they're probably placed in the basket just rather stealthily by Pokemon at the picnic. Walking around with an egg will help warm it, which will allow it to hatch. Eggs won't warm up by sitting in boxes though, you need to have them in your party. And here's one more super important thing I'd like you to remember about eggs. Pokemon entrust you with their eggs because they believe in us. So I'm sure you'll be happy to see all being responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Then again, I saw the results of the chicken eggs that we gave you last week, and I am not confident in any of you. Whoops, my most important point came right after the bell rang. We'll see you all next time, I guess. Okay, so Pokemon eggs are generated by picnics. Good to know. Taking night classes. Oh good, it is only 2 each. Back to Mrs. Times. I need to pick a new voice for Mrs. Time, because she sounds way too much like the other teacher. But she's got gray hair, so she's just getting my granny voice. Hello, everyone! Let's have a fun class today. Tell me, you all enjoy shopping? As I'm sure many of you have heard from numerous famous comedians, women be shopping. So that's what we're going to talk about today, because I didn't feel like creating an actual lesson. Buying tasty bread or choosing new clothes, even just window shopping is so much fun. In today's class, I'd like to use shopping, one of my own favorite hobbies, mind you, to teach you all about math. I'm going to teach you what sales tax is and how it's actually just the government robbing you. I'm sure everyone here has visited a Pokemart at least once. They sell all sorts of Pokemon items. Pokeballs are one of the many useful items you can find there. They cost $200 each. Now then, I'd like you all to do some thinking with me here. One Pokeball is $200. If you have $2,000 and bought as many Pokeballs as you could afford, how many would you receive? Wow, she is teaching elementary school level math. Holy shit. Oh dear, I'm sorry, Raxel. I suppose this was a bit of a trick question. Wait, what? I got it wrong? For $2,000, you could afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. However, if you purchase 10 or more of any one type of Pokeball, you will also receive one Premier Ball, a special white ball. Okay, that's fucking bullshit, lady. Correct answer is in fact... Okay, you can go fuck yourself, lady. That was a trick. God damn it. It sure is nice to get a little bonus like that on a shopping trip, isn't it? That's fucking nonsense. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too. In the meantime, go out and be good little capitalist consumers. That's also not a math trick. It was a trick question. Exactly. That was fucking bullshit. She didn't ask, and here's the thing. She asked how many you could buy. 10 is a valid answer if they were bought individually. You bought them one at a time, you'd never get the Premier Ball. You'd just get the 10 individual Pokeballs. It's only when you bought them as a group of 10 that you would get the Premier Ball. As a matter of fact, that is only one out of a... Let's see, it would be... That is only one out of the 100 different ways you could buy a combination of Pokeballs that ended up with 10 Pokeballs. Because you could buy 2 sets of 5. You could buy one at a time. You could buy 2 5 times. There's literally so many more ways that you could buy 10 Pokeballs than buying 10 at a time and getting the Premier Ball. So, yeah. Fuck her and that trick question bullshit. Miss Ryford. Ah, yes, our Southern Belle. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Chaldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Chaldean Emperor as being quite the dictator. This emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilization of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Ah, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Raxel. Answer me this. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Empire began to rule this region? Was it 2000? I want to say it was 2000. That's correct. You are a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I see you're listening intently to my lecture. The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. They all died. What is this punishing journey itself that barred their way, or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of the great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at the time. Was she her hands were like down here and kind of like vibrating. I'm like, honey, you're in class. You can't do that. I suppose I can only hope for the swift intervention of a time machine. Oh ho! Is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigma together next time. Alright, and another battle class, right? Yeah. With Miss Dendra, absolutely. My poor throat. My poor stressed throat. Oh my god, another day, another round of battle study. Oh, Sue, let's get right to it. Is everyone excited about the treasure hunt? It's always a great adventure. You get to take on gyms, go to new places, run all over the place with your partner Pokémon. And while you're running around out there, I bet you'll come across some big, shining crystal fairly often as well. The voices are blending together. These crystals are actually collections of terrestrial energy that seeped out of the ground. You can check out these crystals to battle Terra Pokemon with your friends and other trainers in a group of 4. We call those battles Terra Raid Battles. The Terra Pokemon you'll face off against in Terra Raid Battles are crazy tough. They sometimes act differently than regular Pokemon, so you'll need to be on your guard. Luckily, trainers can also use a special action in Terra Raid Battles. It's called cheering. And there are 3 different types of cheers you can use. The first cheer is Go All Out. It boosts the attack and special attack of all allied Pokemon. The second is Hang Tough. This one boosts the defense and special defense of all allied Pokemon. The third, well, let's see if you can guess. This cheer restores HP for all allied Pokemon. What do you think it is? Heal Up, Wham Bam Potion, Explosive Healing Wave. Heal Up. That's right! Maybe I should make you the battle teacher, huh, new kid? Haha! Shut the fuck up! The third and final cheer is Heal Up. It's the real powerhouse, with the ability to restore HP to The ability to both restore HP and cure status conditions. Okay! I don't know if y'all can see it, but what I want you to do is look directly beneath the text box. Right over here. Look down, like right underneath the middle of the text box. And I want you to tell me what that looks like. Because I know what it looks like. And it makes me think she's wearing just very sheer leggings. Whew. Oh my god, this game is so fucking stupidly janky! Like, I know what it is. I know it's like, it's just, there was a seam there. There's a seam on the pants. And but they, at the same time, they wanted to allow both legs to animate independently. But they just didn't make they didn't color the seam properly, so the seam kind of like opens a little bit when her legs move independently of one another. Oh my god! How? Did no one look at this? I have no clout on Pokemon on Twitter. I have no ability to get this information to other people's eyes. But holy shit, if I did, Game Freak would know about this tomorrow. There would be a patch coming out tomorrow to fix that. You can cheer up to 3 times during a single Terra Raid battle. Also, cheering uses up a turn in battle, so you won't be able to have your Pokemon use any of their moves when you cheer. So, mostly you'll want to save it for when your Pokemon's unconscious. In conclusion, try everything at your disposal. If nothing seems to be working, try cheering on your allies. Oh, I dig her scar. It's a cool little scar she's got there. Providing support to your team can sometimes open up a new realm of possibilities. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice. Until next time, class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Yep. Pokemon vagina confirmed. Alright, last home ec. Incidentally, I am going to be I'm going to be editing that when I get a chance, and I'll put the video on YouTube. Mr. Seguro, whatever. I think I settled into kind of like a southern thing. Put away your phones. It's time for class to begin. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers and even restore HP to all of your Pokemon in the party. It is truly convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you're aware, it's not always suited for use in battles, when you cannot make food, and when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items, such as potions, which you can purchase from Pokemarts or our school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used anytime you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20 HP, Super Potions 60, and Hyper Potions 120. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you're stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are an inextricable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You will find yourself with an injured Pokemon, but you have no potions and are out of sandwich ingredients, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Braxel, what should you search for when in perilous situations with no way to heal up your Pokemon? Shit lying around on the ground. Perfectly correct, Master Braxel. I see you are well learned in survival techniques. If you see something shiny on the ground, it's actually an item that's been dropped there. You'll be able to find a restorative item, such as an Oron berry or a potion, in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from the shop. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide this timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any time, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest you look around for shining items on the ground. You can find such items. There are other methods you may employ for healing. Oh, the bell demands the topic. Wait. Our time together is coming to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Okay, I think that's it. We can finally move on with our lives. But yeah, that was hilarious. Holy shit, right?